Has it?
What exactly do you want? What, can you be more specific with that question?
You led right into that one.
Yeah, I'm learned. It's maybe another 8 years and I'll get it acquired.
Can you tell us how Riley's doing? And is
Riley's doing good. He looks close to normal, and I'm confident. I like the way he's running around. I like the way he's throwing. And better today than yesterday.
Justin Sorensen's getting more kicks. How's he doing?
Well, I think he made them all today, and he's probably got three times more today than he normally got in a week. So it won't be because we haven't practiced it enough starting now, based on what I've learned.
He was limited because of injury. Is that still a concern?
Yeah, it is actually. He just had another shot, and so it's ongoing. So yeah, it's kind of hard. We're trying to get enough reps and then manage the injury, and etc. So just a unique situation.
You guys are number one against the run nationally. Can you talk about what that means to the team and who? I know it's a team defense, but some of the players who have really stepped up for you.
You know, I don't think there's any one particular one. What I share with them is you can't play good defense without stopping the run, and each player has a specific gap and assignment. The way we practice is if the ball crosses the line in their gap, then it's minus points. We kind of keep score, and then they're accountable, and so they all 11 of them have to do the right thing, and I think it's really fun. And so of any statistic that I would be proud of, at least defensively or offensively, offense and defense is my favorite.
Oregon State hasn't been able to run the ball very well so far this year. Coming in with a new quarterback this week, do you expect them to look to run more, or do you think they'll continue, going with that passing attack?
I think they run it effectively. They've just chosen, with the receivers they have, to throw it for about 340 a game and run it for about 120. And so it's not because of lack of talent. They run it well when they choose to, but they have such good weapons on the outside and had such a nice throwing quarterback, they can score more points that way. So what they do this week, I'm not sure, but the scheme is good enough to carry them if they want to do that, I think.
As far as those outside receivers goes, what challenges, the challenge they present as far as your quarterbacks?
They're fast and quick and really good after the catch, so a lot of quick throws, and they're good after the catch, and then a lot of deep throws where they're fast. So yeah, I think that's why. 340 yards per game is a lot in passing offense. So it's pretty good.
Bronco, your own running offense, a lot of significant changes on the interior of the offensive line, running back rotation. Can you just talk about how that's shaping up?
Yeah, we're making progress. I thought the game against Utah State, we could easily look at the points and say wasn't improvement. I saw a ton of improvement. The number of plays per drive, the time of possession, the consistency of play. And moving the football, now we need to add points to it. But against the good defense, I thought they actually took a step forward. And the running game was a lot of it.
You talked a little bit after the game about Ziggy Ansah, how fast he has developed. Have you ever seen anything like that where, like you said, a guy didn't know how to put on his pads 2 years ago is where he is now?
No, I haven't. He's playing up to 3 positions per game plus multiple special teams. And so from where he was to now, that's, I think, unheard of.
Last time Oregon State was here, they won, and obviously you were on the team.
Yeah.
What are your kind of recollections of that, and have you thought about that much this week?
I haven't thought about it at all this week, but now that you bring it up, I laid on the 50-yard line after the game, spread eagle. Not that I played well, it was just a good win. And then got up after about 5 minutes and thought, now what? And so kind of had to re-examine why I was actually doing what I was doing, and like a lot of victories, they don't last very long. They're kind of fleeting and makes you re-examine your priorities. But I remember the game and it was fun.
Is that something you've done before where you laid there?
No, that was specific because I had been, my dad played at BYU and my brother played here, and quite frankly, I just wasn't a good enough player. And they didn't have a need, but I took it as, because I was young and immature, like a lot of young guys, that I was passed over, and so I was going to choose a school that played BYU. And yeah, really a wise decision.
With facing a new quarterback, how are you scouting him, or is it even possible?
It's not really possible. You can go back to high school film. He played against Stanford in 2010. Their spring games, etc. But their offense is their offense, and to make drastic changes in 1 week, they have good players all around them, and their comments as coaches are that they have a lot of confidence. He's a quick decision maker and a good leader. So my guess is that they'll be similar, but we'll have to adjust if they're not.
You players get any sense? You get any sense then that they were disappointed that Mannion's not playing? That they want to see the number one guy?
I think they're going to play as good a teams as possible and have as good a challenges as possible. It will still be formidable no matter who's playing quarterback for them. They're a good team, and I think that's why they're voted 10th or whatever it is, 10th or 13th, and they're undefeated, and it's not easy to do that. So they'll be good enough.
Will you be wearing black on Saturday, Coach?
I'll be wearing whatever our equipment man puts in my locker. I've learned that I'm to wear the appropriate gear.
You mentioned the emotions in that game where you were a player. How about as just looking back at Oregon State, the same level of emotions being here now?
Oh man, I can hardly remember the specifics, but we've played them twice since, so most of it's gone. I remember friends there and different things, but this game isn't really any more significant because I was there. It's a really good team coming in, and homecoming and ranked and etc.
I know you're distanced from it, but why has Mike Riley been able to thrive there?
Because he's a great person and a really good coach, and he has the right values, and he's very consistent. He surrounded himself with the right coaches. He has the right perspective, and he's a great fit for that community. And I hope he stays there forever if he wants to. He's a really good man and a good coach. All right, thanks.